In this video, I'm going to go over the power washing upsell basics. We'll go over everything from why we want to upsell the customer, what is an upsell, when we do and don't want to upsell, and how to do this effectively so you can maximize your income. First off, what is an upsell? An upsell is an additional service that you, the technician, offer to do for the customer for an additional charge while you are there on the spot. Next, why do we want to upsell the customer, and why upselling is actually a good thing for both you and the customer. So the reason that we want to upsell the customer is because a lot of times customers call us up just looking for one specific service, but they actually don't know that we offer other services, and we're actually doing them a favor by letting them know. So we're just informing the customer, hey, we do have these other services, and it would be super easy for us to perform them while we're here, and we already have our truck and trailer here, versus you having to call up another company or call us back up and probably be charged a little bit more to come back out here and do these services for you. Next, how does this benefit both you and the customer? This benefits you by giving you 10% commission on anything that you upsell. For example, if you upsell a $100 job, you would make $10 from that before actually doing the work. So if you're making 20% P for P, you would now be making 30% on the portion that you upselled. Along with that, this also improves your sales skills and can open up a lot of doors for you within the company. Why this benefits the customer, again, is because they do not know that we do other services, so it's important to let them know. And this also allows them to get these other services many times at a lower price than they would normally cost if they just specifically called us up for that upsell. Now for a couple rules when it comes to doing a power washing upsell. The first one we have is to start the job first. This means when you get to a job for a house washing, for example, you want to start the house wash before you start trying to upsell them different services. If we show up to their door, introduce ourselves, and the first thing we're doing is starting to offer them a bunch of other services, that's going to leave a bad taste in the customer's mouth and not leave them with a good feeling about our company because they feel like they're, being attempted to be sold something. So we need to start the job first, start doing what we're there to do, and then as we walk around, we'll see other things that we can offer to the customer. Another rule that we try to have with every single upsell and attempt to upsell is to find 2 potential things that you can upsell the customer. This leaves you with something to continue the conversation if they immediately shut down your first upsell. You might be there to just do a house wash, and you can get them a price on both window cleaning and the driveway washing. That way you have 2 different points to try to upsell them 2 different things. And that is a minimum that we want to go with. You can always do more than 2 as well. Again, you don't want to be super pushy and just be offering them a bunch of different things if they're shutting it down. But a lot of times customers are going to be intrigued at the different services that we do and what sort of a price we can give them while we're there on the spot. Another rule that we try to use on every single upsell is to start an area of the upsell, start cleaning that area first. This means that if you are going to try to upsell them concrete washing, for example, you might go on a small corner on the side of the house where they have a little concrete slab and just clean that slab entirely just to show them how nice the concrete can look. What this doesn't mean is going through with the surface cleaner and making their driveway ugly by leaving a big streak in the middle of their driveway. Again, we don't want to make them upset by doing a portion of the upsell that's actually going to make it look worse. But if there's a small corner of the house and we can wash that for them if they're not already having the house washed, or a small corner of concrete where we can do the entire thing, these are different things just so we can actually show the customer how it will turn out after we do the service that we are trying to upsell them. And again, this is an optional step. So if there is an area that is super, super green or dirty, we don't want to go and make the rest of it stand out like a sore thumb. If we do a portion of the upsell and make it look super clean, we want to try to find an area that the customer, does not see all the time. It's also something you can always offer to the customer to say, hey, do you want me to wash a portion of this for free just to show you how it would look? And then at that point, they're going to trust you, they're going to see how nice it turns out, and then they're definitely probably going to go with the upsell that you offer them. The final portion before we go into the hands-on examples with upselling is going to be discounts, when to use them, when not to use them, and not being too pushy with the customer. Now, while you are on site doing a job for the customer, you are able to offer them a discount on other services that we do. We will soon go into pricing and show you guys how things are normally priced on our end in the office. And you are able to give them up to a 25% discount when upselling. This is different than the 50% discount that we can do with window cleaning, just because we have a lot more chemical with upselling. Now, the reason that we are able to give a discount to the customer is just because it's a lot easier for you as the technician. If you already have your hoses pulled out, the trailer's already hooked up, it's super easy just to continue washing other portions of the customer's property if your equipment is already there. So since it's easier for you, we are happy to offer them a discount if it makes sense for both parties. This being said, we don't want to be too pushy with the customer and keep offering them little discounts. If they say no after you offer them a small discount, this is usually time when to shut it down and to stop attempting to upsell them anything.